Yeah, Sean, I think it's more about, the two additions, certainly with Eduardo and Rafi. Those are two key contributors in all this. But then you're also looking at guys that are starting to turn the corner. Mitch, particularly. Bogey has been in this stretch as well. Vasquez's done a great job in the bottom part of the order. Mookie's found ways to a couple RBIs with one swing of the bat, two of the last 3 days. But it's been a combination of a number of things. I can't say it's one particular item that is the common thread.
John, how do you think Benintendi benefits from sitting down 2 days later?
Might be just a short opportunity to clear his mind, get a little refreshed. He had a very good night in terms of getting on the base. Swung the bat good, drove some balls off the wall, in particular one into the gap or in a triangle. But I think just for any player, and maybe a little bit more for a younger guy where things might start to build on him a little bit, just a little bit of a breather, and be ready to go. The work has been consistent, but just maybe a couple days to clear his head.
You've done that before with other guys, Jackie in particular. Do you think sometimes just not being in the lineup for a couple days can get a guy going a little bit?
Yeah, I think, more than anything, it just helps him slow things down again. As Benny explained the other day, there were some attack plans against him that he'd be looking in a certain area, they'd go to another area, and he was kind of caught in between a little bit, possibly. But like I said, I think just to eliminate some of that thought, trust their hands, and get back in the flow of things. And he jumped right back in after 3 days down with the night offensively that he did have.
John, even though it's been a short time with Devers, how has he been different than other young hitters that you've had come up?
Well, the one thing that stands out, similar to Benny, there's a natural confidence that both he and Benny have. And that's in addition to what we see physically, because it's a consistent swing. There's bat-to-ball ability, all the things we've talked about. But I think it's just there's a natural confidence in there that he exudes, and you can never replace getting off to a quick start. That's going to allow that to build. But the beauty of what he's doing is that there's maybe with the changeup from Clippard tonight, he hasn't really swung at pitches outside the strike zone, and he's been very disciplined within his zone.
Did you know that discipline was there going in? I know how well he performed numbers-wise, but in terms of discipline, was that a concern?
The reports were consistent on him in that an advanced hitter, even at the age of 20. But how it was going to play at the higher levels, and then all of a sudden you start to get pitchers that are around the strike zone a little bit more. His ability to identify pitches is apparent. It's well above average, and he continues to do it.
What went into the choice to use Reed in the seventh? Was it lineup?
Lineup, and Addison knows coming in here it's going to be seventh inning or later, but he's where we were with their speed at the top of the order, much better control in the running game, and that was the choice between him and Barnes at that point.
What did you see from Porcello those first couple innings, then how did he settle down from that point forward?
Early on, there were a couple of off-speed pitches that found their way to the middle of the plate. The biggest one, obviously, is the leadoff breaking ball to Delmonico. And even in the prior at-bat to Delmonico, there was a changeup that he was able to hook through the hole. Uncharacteristically for Rick, there was a couple of walks mixed in here, which has not been the case. But then he got better location with his fastball and attacked a little bit more than maybe the first couple innings.
Using Reed kind of variably going forward?
Yeah, depending on who's available. The seventh and eighth inning, we feel they're interchangeable based on matchups, based on strengths of the individual guys. But he's aware that seventh inning or later.